a lot of us out there that just think it's hilarious. It's awesome. Thumbs up for that. You know, you need that delicious floor chicken.
Oh, come now. There's a time to knuckle down and read some souls.
Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Yay! It does not appear to be raining at the moment. The sun is a bit more defined than it has been on other cloudy days, so it might even be a sunny day today. Thumbs up for that. Yay! Truly, the planet is continuing its orbit around the star that is our sun. Thumbs up for that. I slept moderately well when I finally got to bed. Yay for that, a very good thing. Hopefully you have had a good time as well, and that is a very good thing. I have not done a whole lot yesterday, and I'm not going to do a whole lot today, but boy, I got to get to the post office. There are like 7 notes in my post office box about something to pick up, and I don't know if it's 7 notes all about one package, or if there's like 7 packages to pick up. So 10 o'clock, I'm going to be there at the post office and figure out what the heck's going on. And of course, front loading of videos. Yay, YouTube algorithms. Hey, if you could toss me a like, that'd be very cool. Definitely a thumbs up if you could subscribe to the channel. Also very cool. And I really enjoy comments. I read every one. Thumbs up each one that I do read, which again is all of them. I answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. Thumbs up for that. So that would be cool. And I do want to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These patrons? Say that so weird. These literally beautiful, literally awesome people are literally beautiful and literally awesome. They help keep me and my pets alive, or at least, yeah, alive, and slowing the slow slide into financial destitution and ruin. Thank you very much. And if you'd like to help me out, well, links are in the video description. Thumbs up for that. And hey, front loading of videos over. Yay. So yeah, life has been life. I mean, I'm unmedicated on my ADHD, but still trying to do as best I can by keeping my mind active. I made phone calls yesterday, and that was good. So I've got things sort of rolling on some directions. One of the answers is basically, well, if you got questions and, we can only get you an appointment a month out, head to the ER, I guess. I was like, well, yeah, I'm in the fun situation. I can either go to the ER, where I haven't been able to finish the paperwork to pay off my last visit, or die. So, yay, America. If you have money, it's a good place. But life is life. I made phone calls, that's good. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Hopefully I'm going to continue surviving. That would be a good thing. But past that, again, as stated, I've done creative stuff when I went out on walkies. And again, long walkies. I'm trying to really push when I stay in town to walk further. And sometimes I don't know how far I'm walking, but it takes more than 2 hours. So, hopefully it's working out well. I'd already talked with my therapist about my whole blood pressure situation. I mean, if I had not been in such good shape as I am, good shape in quotes, my cardiovascular system's in pretty good shape, considering, if my pulse hadn't been normally 55, if my blood pressure hadn't normally been 115/70, I might not have survived having my blood pressure spike up as high as it did while I was on Ritalin. So, yay for health. But I've played games, and one of the things I want to talk about, again, is the game Vampire Survivors. A lot of people playing it, and I've managed to get some achievements that very few people have gotten. But one of the things I've just been laughing about, and it strikes me as funny, and even this morning I was just out loud laughing. One of the items that you can pick up if you've never played the game is a throwback to like older, like especially Nintendo games, like the old Castlevania series. Because you could smack your weapon into certain walls, and then out of the walls would come like a roast food, like a roast turkey, stuff like that. And so people would give these things goofy names. Well, now in 2022, the Vampire Survivor game, occasionally when you smack a bad guy, one of the items that falls is a plate with a roast chicken on it. And its official name is floor chicken. And just the idea is floor chicken. And so everybody that does videos on this, and I do it too, you just need that delicious, delicious floor chicken. And it's just so simple a thing, just such a simple little callback that just absolutely thrills people like me, and there's a lot of us out there that just think it's hilarious. It's awesome. Thumbs up for that. You know, you need that delicious floor chicken. Yay! I've been playing some other things, and I've been trying to do other things. That's a lot of the overuse of the phrase other things, but I've been playing games and trying to use the not hyperfixating method of not hyperfixating on them, so that I don't hyperfixate on them and then not want to play them again forever. So I play things for like an hour, 2 hours, and then I'll stop and either hit social media or watch videos or play something else so that I don't just overdo it. Ugh. But that seems to be working out, and definitely a thumbs up on that. A very, very good thing indeed. Some of the stuff that I do want to talk about is, well, this one I'm going to talk about because it has to do with both my setting and the game that, as you can see, I forgot to change my background stuff, and I wanted to talk about that too. So let's do that first. Somebody in comments mentioned how, oh, did you have this thing? I thought I had seen it here. Did it move? And yeah, it's every single day I try to go through and change the stuff on here. I'll take some stuff out, and then I'll move and put a different thing in, and then shuffle all the positions around. It's hard to do because it's hard for me to get habits done. I can literally do something every single day for over a year, and it does not become a habit. If I don't push and deliberately remember to do it, I won't do it. And then the very moment that I stop, it's like a relief. It's done. I don't have to push to get it done anymore. It never became a habit, ever. And so that part of trying to develop a habit sucks, because it's hard for me to develop habits. And at the same time, I annoyed myself severely because I will pick up habits quite easily. For a time, I was saying, and I've mentioned this before, I was using the term poggers in an ironic fashion, like twice. And then I used it unironically once. And I had to fight for weeks to break that habit. That part sucked. I didn't want to do it. I did something 3 times, once just accidentally, and that was it. It was ingrained as a habit, and I had to fight hard to get rid of it. So who knows how the inner workings of the mind are. Definitely fun. But one of the other things that mentioned on that is with the setting that I've got and the game D100 Dungeon, which is, the book is the Dungeon Master. It's a solo role-playing type game. I've finally come up with the idea for the character that I've got, because I need to have an actual idea. And it's going to be from my setting, because I think the whole inside-outside setting, actually, that could not just be, good stories, but it's good, like, role-playing game settings and video game settings, because it's everything. It's whatever you want it to be, all wrapped up in one setting. But let's try to remember that. Yes, finally, my character is, well, he and his tribe are basically hunter-gatherers. And they don't have to be, but they are. They live on the Razor's Edge, about 3,000 kilometers out on a far-off layer, where they happen to be in a very good place. There's a lot of food. They don't really have to fight and struggle, so they've just not collapsed, because that suggests it was a bad thing and they didn't want to do it. They have settled into a hunter-gatherer mode. They don't do things like great civilizations. It's, it works. So they live in a primitive fashion because they're happy that way. They don't need anything further. And if they go out and do something, it's generally because, hey, it's something to do. And so he's going off adventuring in this thing as that's the part of the situation. Yay. But I wanted to say real quick on some more of the whole inside-outside razor's edge setting stuff, because I do have some things, and I do like to think things out. I've talked about this before. Oh, phone made noise. And Flora Mew in comments has talked about this as well. Planners versus seat of your pantsers, and I've always been sort of in the middle. These days, I like to work out kind of a general lifeline of the whole story of a person's life. And so I know like how most of my characters' lives end. But that's just for me. While I know that's what's happening, it may never, ever, ever be used in a story. It's not set as something to guide a storyline. It's so that I know their rich and deep lives. Like Adea, as I've been talking about her the past couple days, where she's just basically gym bro, but she's practicing with her sword and it's been keeping her alive. In the stories that I'm writing about at the current time, she's in her mid-30s. She has fought off an attack once every decade, which is pretty big. Normally, you may have a fight like that once in your life, and definitely not anything heavy duty as the massive lizards that she's been fighting off. She's not cursed. She's not anything special. She's not the 1 in a million from the outside, 1 in 10,000 on the inside, or 1 in 1,000 on the razor's edge. She's just a person that is doing all this stuff that happens to have the good or bad luck to about every 10 years of her life ends up in a life or death struggle that she bests and comes out on top of, saving not only her life, but the lives of the people around her. And that doesn't stop. She's in her 60s when it's after the battle and her weird feelings going on in her chest that she's able to determine at a medical facility. Yeah, she's got a genetic thing that's affecting her heart, so she goes on to medications for that. And after, in her 70s, after a life or death battle, she comes out on top. Well, she needs to have cardiac surgery to replace the damage. And when she's in her 80s, well, that's her last fight. She wins the fight. The beast dies. She saves everyone's lives. But she bleeds out, and as she's bleeding, she still feels like there's something big as an elephant sitting on her chest, and it's harder and harder to breathe, even as she's getting dizzier. So she just closes her eyes and enjoys the feeling of the sun on her face as her life fades, and then she dies in her 80s. But she doesn't mind going that way because she's 80s. She's had heart surgery. She's losing muscle mass, pretty heavy duty. Her skills are down. She's weaker. She gets tireder. Massive parts of her body that have never sagged before are sagging now. When you can't keep up your size of your body and your skin is not as elastic, your skin sags everywhere on you. Would you rather spend your life in your 90s in a nice little retirement place doing your knitting, thinking about your times as a mercenary or whatever when you had adventures and fun, but you knit now with your knitting friends, and then one day your knitting friends just realize you didn't show up for breakfast and, well, you're gone? Or would you rather be like Gal, who, when her life ends in her 80s, at the claws and jaws of this massive beast that she's still bested, well, kind of going out the way she would want to go. She's not fading out. She went out with a bang, and she won. She still saved lives. She just didn't save hers. But at that point, she wouldn't want to. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank how many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours. It's not many. I got less than 100 views on my last vlog, and oh boy, the sinking ship is really starting to sink faster now. Yay. But anybody that leaves me comments is greatly appreciated. Thank you all so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. I can't even remember the normal parts of my shtick, but if I mispronounce your stuff or if I lose count, it's my brain. I'm unmedicated again. I'm lucky my brain works at all. We have Fried, thumbs up and thank you. Confused Owl 29, hopefully that link in the comments went through for you. Alex T, greatly appreciated. And oh my god, I love Twin Peaks. David Lynch is so good. Jesse Koskinen, thumbs up and thank you very much. I'm very, very glad that you have appreciated my videos. It is a very good thing. Thumbs up and thank you. Zombie Wolf, greatly, greatly appreciated. And I hope to also we'll keep working on lots of other games. I'm almost done with however many levels they have in Hrot so far. So, oh no. And then there's Ben B, thumbs up. And oh my gosh, I loved every single Elder Scrolls game up to Morrowind. I'm okay with Oblivion, and I do not like Skyrim. Let's see, we have Robini Dundry, thumbs up and hello, greatly appreciated. We have, that is it, actually, 7 people that left me comments in the past 24 hours. Thumbs up and thank you. You get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, if only for a short time and if only in text. It is appreciated, each and every one of you. Thumbs up. Yay. Excuse me. And of course, whatever device you're watching this on, I do not know where the show more is, but inside I have links to my Twitter, my Facebook, my Patreon, and again, I do wish to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These literally beautiful, literally awesome people are literally beautiful and literally awesome. And that is literally beautiful and literally awesome. Hokey smokes. My brain is non-functional, but thank you each and every one of these people. I cannot exactly remember how long I should be having my hands in the air and my wrists hurt, so hopefully I timed it pretty well. But if you'd like to help me out without becoming a patron, I do have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money, Hokey smokes. I have no money, and my kitty cat needs to eat. I have cat food on my Amazon wish list link. If you could check that out, please, that would be very appreciated. Of course, don't feel obligated. I don't feel entitled. And if you could toss me a like, that would be very cool. If you could definitely hit the notification bell and the subscription button, thumbs up, and thank you. Yay! Hopefully everything is working out well. I've forgotten the entirety of my shtick, so I've decided to just not even say the spiel. It's beyond what I've done. Hopefully I haven't done poorly. Thumbs up on that. So it being a weekend and very little that I actually can do officially, I'm going to just go to the post office and find out what the heck's going on. See if I have just one package with 7 notices or 7 packages and a smaller amount of notices. We'll find out. Hopefully on this weekend you too can get done the things that you would like to have done. But if you can't, don't feel bad. It doesn't matter. In another billion years, the earth will be eaten by the sun. In 1 trillion years, everything will be gone. Nothing matters. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. And of course, with the cafefe bug raging, please just take your precautions. You know what to do. People are dying horribly all around the world. It is not over. It is a disease. It is not political. It doesn't care. It just wants to spread. You know the precautions. Please use them. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and quite frankly, I do think that is a very good idea.